there are several choices of brokerage firm. So the traditional one is bank, HSBC, Hang Seng Bank, Bank of China. The best is that they are very secure. They are very large. You don't need to worry about the chance that they go bankrupt, and also it's easy for you to transfer money to your brokerage account. But what is the disadvantage? If you trade in through bank, what is the disadvantage? Oh, very good. So commission cost is very high. Or I don't think you are anyone using bank account. Not really, right? Then next, I would say that at the very beginning, when I was in your age, I used bank to trade. It's about 10 to 20 years ago. Then I felt, wow, the cost is actually quite high and it's not that convenient at all. Then I moved to using some local brokerage firm, like Choi, like Chief or Philips Securities. The cost is significantly lower, and then it's more convenient and easy for you to contact with your broker. But then since 2010, there are some so-called new style brokerage firm come in. For example, Futo and Sophie Hong Kong, and then IB. Um, the They are very convenient and they provide low commission fees, very low commission fees, and also they got branch in Hong Kong. So it means if you really have some problem, you can still approach them, and you can just directly transfer the money there. It's very convenient. But then there are also other type of online platforms like First Trade, Charles Schwab, or Robinhood. This type of brokerage firm usually also the commission fees is almost zero, and then provide a lot of leverage and easy for you to access to different type of derivative. But the bad thing is that you need to swipe, you need to transfer the money overseas, and it creates some charges. Okay, so can you type it in the chat group, see which company you use mostly, or which company you don't like? Okay, please type it in. Oh, TD, okay, TD Futo, okay, Futo mostly, okay, TDIB, okay. TD is also, I also had some good comments about TD. Okay, mostly Futo. I think Futo is very convenient, and IB. I actually use IB, but I explain later why I want to use IB. But today, I'm not talking about how can you make money using. Okay, nice. Okay, anyone want my referral code? Yeah, nice. Okay, so if you kickstart, so why not you just use your friend's your PS referral code? Okay, maybe you can just send a private message to her. Okay. But I'm not talking about good things. I know that there's a lot of discussion. Here I want to talk about the risk. I know that it looks very good. Very interesting, easy to trade, and it looks like you're playing game. But how about the risk? Anyone know about this guy? Actually, his issue is very controversial in last year. Anyone heard about what's happened to these teenagers? Oh, very good. Yes, option. So this 20 years old, just like you, so Robinhood consumer dies by suicide after seeing a 730,000 US dollar negative balance. It means about 5 million Hong Kong dollars. It is huge, right? So what's happening here is that the note on his computer by his parents found it. So have you said that? How was a 20 years old with no income able to get assigned almost $1 million worth of leverage? Because usually in the current system, the government would like to protect investor interest. So it means that they will only allow you to use the leverage or that amount of leverage if you are experienced, if you have enough wealth, and you have enough knowledge to trade. But how come at 20 years old without graduating from university and not much income can access to about $1 million leverage? Unfortunately, it's very tragic that he took his own life on that day. What he trade is option trading. He trade option. So nowadays there are actually a lot of platforms. So people talk about Robinhood. Robinhood offers commission fees trading, a fun and easy to use mobile apps, and even award new consumer fees shares. Oh, wow, why not? So commission fees, commission free and fun and easy, and then you can get fee shares. So why not? You may want to ask, why not? So he keep trading, but then at the end of the day, he find that he really have no clue what he was doing. It's quite strange, right? Because when you keep trading, you should know much more about the things. But you can see that as was with previous show. Where is it? Sometimes the platform is quite hard to digest all the information, and there's only a lot of terms. Even I so-called learn a lot about finance when I first encountered those new style stock trading apps. Actually, there are a lot of things I don't know. I actually spent a lot of time to learn about them. So what's happened to him is that people find that a negative balance of 730,000 US dollar is shown in red. It means it seems that he lost 730,000 US dollar. It seems that currently there are a lot of platforms, not only Robinhood, Charles Schwab, TD, IB, Fidelity. They all embrace commission free and then 0 minimum balance. So to attract youngest consumer like you, that have little understanding, very, very important. And then they find that possibly he's actually trading what we call bull put spread. I will talk about bull put spread later, maybe in next lecture, but at least on this stage, we should know that the profit and loss like this one. Not this one. Should be this one. So for bull put spread, you can see that there's a bottom here. So it means that the loss should be, there should be maximum loss. There should be a maximum loss. So when there's a maximum loss, it means that there's no point for the brokerage firm to allow the maximum loss to be 730,000 US dollar. It makes no sense, right? Because the company will also expose itself to the risk. So people find that it's another tragedy that he may not have realized that his negative cash balance displaying on his account was only temporary and would be correct once the underlying stock was credited to his account. It means that because when you do this type of trading, first they will settle your option, because there's two options, right? You long call, so bull put. Okay, bull put. It means you short a put, and then you long another put. So when you short a put, you need to sell something at some price and then mark to market for the stock. So it means that it takes some time for all the options to settle and then all the stock to settle. And people believe that after the settlement is made, the balance will be much lower. But unfortunately, because there's not much information provided for him, eventually he goes suicide. So what I want to say is that I don't want to discourage you, say that stock is very dangerous, like dinosaur, something like that. Yes, you can still use this type of new style brokerage firm, but always remind yourself the risk is there. The risk is there. And then try to invest in stock first or IPO first. After 2 or 3 years, if you really understand the market, then move to leverage. Because if you're trading in the market, it's just like a learning process. You need to learn. So usually your performance is not that good, and then you keep learning, and then you prefer better. And usually at the very beginning, you need to pay your tuition fees to the market. And in this case, you really don't want to do leverage, because when you do leverage, definitely you can get profit easily. So you get 100%, 100%. But then if in the last trade, you lost 90%, then you still make a large amount of loss compared with the initial value. But why not you just cut down your leverage? If you make 10%, 10%, and then negative 9% on the last trading, can you make a profit using this scale? 10%, 10%, and then negative 9%. Can you make profits overall? 10%, 10%, and then 9%. Can you make profit overall? Yes, very good. But how about for 100%, 100%, 90%? So $1 to $2 to $4, and then you lost 90%, you only get $0.4. You lost also. I would say that, yes, I would say that it's good to kickstart your investment in your school so that you learn more, because when you go outside to work and then you may not have enough time to learn. But start at very small scale and then try to use an adaptive approach. Once you find that you are sophisticated, then you move on to the next stage. Yeah, definitely. I agree. I totally agree. Another thing is that you need to loss control about cut loss thing, but I think it's another story. So first, don't use leverage, and second, I would suggest you to make some stop loss order. Very good to point it out. If I have time, I'll talk about how to set stop loss.